This is a little story about the metaphysical healing of a bird. I was watching the dove feed from the feeder when all of a sudden a hawk, I do believe it was a hawk, swoops down, grabs the little bird. I scream, and the hawk or whatever it was flew into the big window and dropped the little bird. And I ran outside. I just couldn't believe that he was laying there like dead. Bending down, I noticed that he had a little breath in him. So I went inside and brought out a cage and picked him up and put him in the cage and took it into the bird's room. So he was with the other 3 birds. I put a little food and water in the cage, even though it appeared the bird would never be up and eating again. Anyway, I knelt down and I told the little bird, "I'm leaving you in God's hands, the best hands to leave you in," and I left the room. I didn't pray for the bird. In my way of life, I never, ever, ever pray to God for anything, ever. Nor do I ever ask my God for anything, ever. If God is all-knowing, to me it would be an insult to have to pray or ask for anything, ever. This is the one eye, and on the other side of his head, you can see this other eye. It's completely closed. It's like a slit. There is no eyeball. None. The next day when I went into the bird's room, the little bird was actually standing. Still couldn't see, but he was standing. So I knelt down and said, "Hello." And the little bird, I swear to you, walked slowly over to me. I swear. Day 3, when I went in to look at the little bird, he was actually standing in the little thing with the food in it. That's when I decided that he was well enough to take him to the bird sanctuary. So I took him to the bird sanctuary, and when I opened the door, I was greeted by a little owl. I swear this little owl just sat there looking at me. It was just amazing, amazing. Anyway, I went to the desk and gave the dove to the lady, and she took the little dove and put it in a little box. And I looked down, and the eye was still full of blood, and the other eye was still a slit, no eyeball at all. And I went to the door, and as I opened the door, I stopped, looked at the owl, turned back, and went to the bird, and looked at the bird again. And look at this bird's eye. I swear to God, it was healed. Look at the eye. That eye is perfectly whole and perfect, as was his entire body. The time for the complete healing was me walking to the front door, turning around and coming back. That's how fast. I guess it's called an instantaneous healing. The lady at the desk's mouth fell open and she looked up at me in total amazement. Looking at the lady, I just said, "God, God." I turned to go again, and here's the little owl staring at me. Everyone knows that owls are known as wisdom. The bird was telling me I was wise. Looking at that owl, it was like he was saying I was really wise. Wise because I don't know what to pray for. If I don't know what I should pray for, then I should never pray. I should just sit back and let God take over and do things His way. And I did, and look what happened.